Caribbean people. It's radioBelizemix.com. Watch it. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. Watch it. Tell Queen Lerna what's on your mind. Tell Will Johnson what's on your mind. It's radioBelizemix.com. Everybody come together. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. It's Saturday. You can feel the energy. Yes, there's a party.
Good morning to each and every one of you. Thanking you so much for joining us this beautiful Saturday morning. It's a minute after 11 o'clock. It's a Wake Up Like This with Queen Lerna, the host. Queen Lerna, welcome to the show.
Woo, woo, woo. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, world. You guys know what time it is. It's the first show of the year 2022. Woo, woo. How you guys doing? Good morning. Everybody wake up today. Come on, you guys. It's a wake up like this. And we have here with us today a humble gentleman on the hot seat.
Oh my goodness, I'm hearing Lerna 2 times.
Yes. You're hearing my speaker, you
Yeah.
guys. I'm getting excited already.
Just lower your speaker
Let's
there a
turn
little bit
this
there.
down.
Yeah, turn down the speaker a
Let's
little bit.
turn this down so we can have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How am I doing? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear
Is that
you.
allowed?
Yeah, I can hear.
Quick question for you, Queen Lerna. Do you have your the other device that is the show? You need to turn the speaker down from that one that is the live show, and not from the Skype. The Skype need to stay on because you need to hear what we're saying. No?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Um,
So
Yes,
anyway,
it's supposed to be off.
we have Preacher Man this morning. We're featuring Preacher Man, folks. There's Preacher Man. I'm showing him on the screen. Welcome, Preacher Man.
All right, Preacher Man is in the house, you guys. I hope you're not getting my feedback. We are good. We're good.
What's up?
We're good to go. How you doing, Preacher Man? How
Everything
you
is good.
doing?
We're there.
Welcome to our Wake Up Like This, you guys. We are going to do something a little bit different. We're going to focus on Preacher Man music and the title of those music because you guys, he have some names and a half with the title of this music. We're going to get into Preacher Man. You guys going to know where that name came from, Preacher Man, why they call him Preacher Man, because a lot of people be like, where he call himself Preacher Man, and he does rock down. So we want to know all about you, Preacher Man. Tell the audience there's some people that knows you, and there's some that doesn't know you. So give me a brief history about Preacher Man journey. All right? Welcome.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Like, I didn't know this day was gonna come, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I have always been somewhat of a controversial type of a person, so I don't like things to go too easy. But at any rate, I'm on a journey in my life, and at one point I was in the pulpit and feeling the move of the people and of the spirit, and at the same time I'm exploring myself, and I'm looking for my purpose in life, and culturally I feel all these arts coming out of me, and it's always been there. I've been moving around, messing with different things. When I was young, I used to do gymnastics in Belize. I had a group called the Bell Spinners, and I was with the tumblers, and we did yoga, we did all kind of stuff. Okay, I'm in America now, and we decide I'll continue to explore. So briefly, I went through a serious a little period in my life where I was doing drugs.
Let's do this, Lerna. Can we play some music from Preacher Man and then come back while we adjust that feedback we're getting right there?
Okay.
Is that okay
let's
with
do
you?
that.
All right, let's do
Yes.
that. So let me get some music going from Preacher Man right now. We're gonna come right back to that. In the meantime, though, folks, let's check this out right here from Preacher Man. Preacher Man. Preacher Man.
That's the way me come.
Yeah, the song says Ala Vida One. Ala Vida One. Lorna is back on the microphone. Go ahead, Miss Lorna. Hello. I'm not getting Queen Lorna this morning. Are you there, Queen Lorna? Preacher man, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right, so I'm getting your voice, but I'm not getting Queen Lorna. So yes, preacher man. So while Queen Lorna still work things out,
Yes, I'm here.
oh, there she go. All right, go ahead, Queen Lorna.
Can you hear me now?
Loud,
Here I am.
yeah, loud and clear, loud and clear.
Here I am, guys. That's right, that's right. Alawita One, Preacher Man. All right, Preacher Man. I want you to tell us a little bit about that song. Who came up with the title of that song? Who is the writer on that music? And just give us a little bit about Alawita One, because that is where we're trying to, that's where we're trying to go. That's what we're trying to say. So can you give us a little story about that music right there, Preacher Man?
With a one that like one of the first songs they will do the studio they work on, and I just decide if I'm going.
Okay, no, I realize it's not even Queen Lorna. That echo is coming back from you, Preacher Man, because she has on a headpiece. So you have to load on something there that you're watching, because it's giving us the feedback. So I thought it was Queen Lorna, then the Preacher Man, that the culprit. You that the culprit, Preacher Man. No, much better. All right, there you go. Go ahead, Preacher Man.
Alawita One, Preacher Man. Just talk to the people. Let us know your way of thinking when you come up with these titles and lyrics.
Alawita One. If you're that Creole, you already know where to go on with that. I mean, as I know, that was our thing when we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Alawita One. And it was one of them kind of saying it's very Belizean. It's a unity type of saying. Cause when we go to school, I kind of picnic together, different colors, different ethnicity, and everything. But we never really paid no attention to that. We were just dealing with personalities, So Alawita, one, as long as you talk Creole and you eat rice and beans, Alawita One.
Rice and beans, chicken, 1, 2, 3. Yes. So give us a little history of Preacher Man, please. We want to know where your journey started, how you got into this breakdown style of music, because I know when you say Alawita One, you really try to bring the unity together, because you are doing the drumming and the Garifuna music and the Creole music. So tell me how you got stuck with the breakdown music.
I went straight out of the drums.
Okay.
Right? But at that time, most of the musicians and artists I'm dealing with was Garifuna guys. So I'm very interested in the drums and I love the drums.
Mm-hmm.
So we get together all the time, and I learned the drums, and I spent a whole lot of time, playing the drums. In those days, I was a bona fide preacher in the pulpit, and I'm feeling sanctified. I'm feeling good, but I'm also on a journey, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm also feeling this Belizeanness and this urge to express this Belizeanness, to preserve, if you want to say it like that, you know what I mean? Because like it's not a lot of people know to do this thing like this. And to be honest with you, when I was younger, I was not into breakdown music the way I am right now.
Right.
I really wasn't. That's not what we were listening to. We were listening to disco and everything else, but as time go by and the older I get and the more I start feeling my culture and I start feeling my place in the universe, I had the passion was there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to let go of this bull.
Yeah, let go this bull.
Yeah, I decided that I was just going to express myself. And because at the time when this was in the first stages, I can remember clearly me and my brother sit down and say, well, what's gonna be your stage name? And I said,
Mm-hmm.
well, what do the people call me? Right? Make them decide what my stage name gonna be. And we come up with they call me the preacher man. You know, this is gonna be a little controversial, but it is what it is, and I'm ready to deal with it. I mean, I have not changed in any kind of way. You know, I was the type of preacher. I wasn't in the church too tough. We was all on the streets, down them alleys, doing the work, the real.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm up on what's going on in the streets, and that's how come I feel that have a lot to give to
Mm-hmm.
people who kind of down on their luck and their hope. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
And
go ahead, go ahead.
that All the Way to One song came out back in 2014. So that's where you first you were in church and then you came out to do rock down music. Just tell us how you transitioned from one religiousness of music and you got into our cultural music. Tell us that little transition in between there because the name is stuck with you. And I just want people to know that they call you the preacher man for a reason. And like you said, you were in the church, but you were also a person in the street helping others. So tell us a little bit about when that transition happened because I know you came out here back in 78 and stuff like that. Did you go into music, into a band, or did you go straight into a church?
Uh, I went into drugs first.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, you look at Will, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
go
yeah.
first.
I need to hear this story. Now I'm interested.
Yes,
Okay.
that's good because we need to talk about these things, you know, and what made you transition from one point to the next. Go ahead.
We're gonna take a long story and make
No,
it.
no, make it short because we want to get to the music too.
Then right after that, I went into the church because of the faith.
Okay, great.
So I appreciate, love everything that I received from the church and the support and everything. But on the journey that I'm on, I said I can feel this artist here,
Hmm.
you know, and I can feel the passion. You know, I live in America, and my heart and my passion is in Belize. You know, and so say you protect the people out of the country, but you can't take the country out of them. So the culture is still in me, and I just feel like, well, if I can,
Hmm.
why don't I be an ambassador for something that is so much bigger than me? You know what I mean? So yeah, I could jump in and put in my part because at the end of the day, you know, talk is cheap, but
Hmm.
getting up and really putting in the work, that's where we draw the line between, you know, the boys and the men. You have to get out there and put in. And I put in the work in the church, and I put in the work in music, and I continue and being uh, expressing my Belizeanness doesn't change who I am as a personality wise, or none of that, or how I approach, treat people, and respect all different colors, creeds, and religion. You know, I'm not. I don't try to get too deep into any of that. I just be me.
Right. And we love you and we love it. And thank you because this is going beyond the music. We always hear the good part of things, but I'm glad that you mentioned where you were before you went into the church, you went into the culture. So those are the type of journey that we want to know because we just get into your music, we enjoy your music, and we don't know your struggle before you got to this point. So thank you so much. We're gonna go to the DJ and he's gonna pull up another one of your song that he have that we're gonna be focusing on. So thank you so much for giving us that insight of Preacher Man.
In big Boguana, then the one that the Garobo. I gone on the river one bright Sunday morning. Set out for your find one big tree. And when I find the tree, I tie up the dory, climb up the bumps, straight up in the tree. When I get to the top, what did I see? One big ugly Garobo, he was staring at me. He frightened me to death. I slipped off of the limb, dropped in the river, then I started to swim. Them big one up, then the one that the Garobo. Them big one up, then the one that the Garobo. Them big one up, then the one that the Garobo. Them big one up, then the one that the Garobo. I never know wanna bite, I never know wanna go fight. So I put her in the dory and I started to build. Next thing I know, spin now whop me with the tail. In the ground, she want the lady full of the bounce with egg. I grab her by the tail and he bite me from my leg. Them big one up, then the one that they got rub on. Them big one up, then the one that they got rub on. Them big one up, then the one that they got rub on. Them big one up, then the one that they got rub on. I never know wanna bite, I never know wanna go fight. So I put her in the dory and I started to build. Next thing I know, spin now whop me with the tail. In the ground, she want the lady full of the bounce with egg. I grab her by the tail and he bite me from my leg. Hey big one up, and the one that he got rub on. Hey big one up, then the one that he got rub on. Hey big one up, then the one that he got rub on. Hey big one up, then the one that he got rub on. 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 Garobo. Then the one that he
Yeah, that one that the
Wow.
Garobo. There you go. Go ahead, Queen.
Garobo. Preacher man.
Uh-huh.
First of all, when I heard that song, I did not know what is Ankarovo. Can you explain this to me? Now I'm saying big guana, then I want that Garogo, but that's the first time I'm hearing that term of the title of your song. Can you explain that song to me, please? And the audience would like to know.
You talk real, is it? Then the one that they got rub on.
But I never knew what that is.
Honest, I came up with that one right out of the clear blue. Me one in the studio, sit down there, and I try to figure out, let me come up with some cultural thing. And then I remember that word, and I remember how we used to do things and what's not, and I decided on write a song just to bring some attention to that word, right? But here's the joke. Now I got the flyer to go make the cover, and I gone to the place for get the thing print out, and one Spanish lady looked at me and said, "Garobo," right?
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm like, hey, you said that too good, right? No, I was honestly thought that was a Creole word.
Oh,
That's a Spanish word.
it's a Spanish word. Okay.
But because we have all these Spanish people at Belize, we don't know who. We just talk. You understand me? But we used to go catch guana.
Mr. Johnson.
I had to experience, with the guana there and the garobo, and I think they're really interesting, and they're really interesting, and I even raised a few of them here in America, so my kids they know about guana, garobo,
You did.
Yeah, they have them. We have them as pets here in America.
Oh wow, Mr.
Yeah, no,
Johnson.
We don't want any
They
people.
want one of their pets.
We don't want any people by the zoo come knocking at your door. You know.
Lord, they say if you get hungry, yeah,
You
run
get
out
hungry.
for
Mm.
chicken. Hey, call
That's
them up.
many years ago, guys. That's many years ago. I love it, you guys. And that is a hit song right there, Preacher Man. That song, when that song plays, everyone get on the dance floor. Everyone get on the dance floor.
And I credit to where credit is due too, because all the time, like when I was coming up with this song, I was really feeling it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I was all about myself. Yeah, I was killing it, putting it together, and I got stuck on the last verse, and so I got some help from Mr. Ralph Reynolds Sr. on the
Right? Of
verse
course.
info and you know. Hey, the preacher man at that time was not gonna come up with some of these lyrics. Ralph at the time, you understand me? But Ralph is a little, that's my buddy right there. Anyway, but
I
yeah, we hang out and do a little brainstorming on some of the music and what have you, and work together, collaborate.
Right, and a lot of as far as your music is concerned, I noticed that your producer, and you want to give thanks to him right away, produced a lot of your song, um,
We have
Garcia.
yes, Mr. Glenn
Hmm.
Glenn Q Garcia.
Q.
That's how he like to be. How he like to be known.
Glenn Q Garcia.
Garcia. Yeah, that's my buddy right there. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to him, and I want to say, thanks for the great job to help me to put all this stuff together. Because the honest truth is, real quick, Glenn saw the thing coming long before I even got the real whiff of it. And he
Hmm.
grabbed the torch up, and he put a package together for me that wasn't no joke. And I shocked myself when the thing done, and I said, wow. And I already know I didn't put all my energy in that one, so it's just gonna get better after this.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing, and I like your style because Preacher Man is liked by many. He is quiet, he humble, he support. You support. I wanted to get you on here so that we can let you know that we appreciate you and we congratulate you. I know we called you Preacher Man, and all your answers is I'll be there. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. We appreciate that from artists, and we support you guys 150%. Right, Mr. Johnson?
Absolutely, absolutely. And Preacher Man has been doing a good job. And one of the things that I really want to point out, and I'm just going to echo what you have said a little bit earlier. I like the humbleness of Preacher Man. He's a cool dude to get along with. He always have that smile and ready to shake your hand and yes sir. And very mannerly. Well, you had some good parents. I do know. I do hope. I do know so for sure.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I I just I'm just expressing myself like I say, and to have that gift that I'm not fully responsible for. I just try to keep myself in line, get the thing taken care of, and I really embrace that because for me to go and do things, I don't have to be fake or about nothing. I just let myself. I just be myself,
You just be yourself.
and it works for me. Yeah. And I just want to say, really, too, thanks to you guys for a whole lot of your support because honestly, over there at Little Belize, you guys, we've been tag teaming, we've been supporting each other because it's an all win situation. I mean, I know I come up with some brilliant shows like this, and I get to use you guys' facilities and all this type of stuff. I just really want to say thank you for that too because it helps me in my promotion.
Right. And this is what we do as Unity. And anyone in the Unity circle, this is the type of thing that we are doing and we would like to do. We support each other. It's not always about the money. Sometimes I call Preacher Man and I don't even ask him how much to charge me.
Which is good.
You know?
Yeah.
And he is there. You
I,
understand?
I have one question for you, Preacher Man, if Lorna will allow me to ask you this question right here. I have always been curious about the Garifuna culture because you play the Garifuna drums. You know what I'm saying? Have you been approached by any Garifuna person and they say to you, well, what made you interested in our culture, and or have you had any feedback from the Garifuna community in what you and your brother do in playing Garifuna music? That's what I want to hear.
I get a whole lot of everything because walking into the culture that I'm not strange to. I grew up in I spent quite a bit of my earlier years in the Stan Creek district. I lived at 10 miles. Used to be down in Downgriga like a whole lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very familiar. And then I was living in Belize, and then where I was living in Belize was right in the middle of a little Garifuna settlement, also through Monio Sale, through Majestic Alley there, right? So I'm always in with the music, with that music. It's a part of me. I've been hearing it. I go to sleep with these drums playing sometime when I was young. So basically, I don't have all the feedback is positive.
Okay.
I go to Dangriga. I put one band together, Will, in one night and rock the whole of Tobacco Key alone. I shut down the jukebox and we jam out there. And I don't know how all these people just love and unity and joy. When I come, everybody starts. And I think I enjoy the best of it. You understand? Because when I sit up and I look around and I see how the impact that they love it. Like they are really with me to know that I'm not only interested in it, but I took the time out to learn it.
Right.
Not only did I learn it, I tune them, I make them, I showcase them. Not a lot of Garifuna people do that. No, if I was to have some real problem, it would have been right here because now these drums are very sacred. You see, what I don't do is get in that cultural part of Garifuna business. You know, I'm there. I go to some of the services and what have you, and I play the drum, and I'm well received.
Nice.
Everybody from the highest to the lowest, well, you know, they put me on all of their shows. You know, I am establishing what I set out there, which is this can be done, and we can come together, and there's no walls here. You know what I'm saying? We're going into a new century, and you know we need to have a subdue ideology.
Brotherhood, sisterhood.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
I love it. Allah, we don't want. And thank you for that question, Mr. Johnson, because that question was going to come up because this is where we this is where we want to know stuff. We don't want to just be listening to an artist's music all the time. There is always a story behind the things that they do. And for Preacher Man, and some folks say, is he Spanish? And then they see and they play the Garifuna music and the Garifuna drums and the Garifuna artist is singing and they going at it, sounding really, really nice, like your band, you know? And so he is a confused, like he said. He is confusing the people as far as who he really is or where he really came from. So today we are clearing the air. We are letting you guys know certain things that Preacher Man have never said on any other interviews, right? Right. So you have something, Preacher Man, before I go on to the next music, and then we're going to do we want to take the time out and try to do some shout outs and thank our sponsors also. But Preacher Man, you have something else to say, and then we're going to go into another one of his songs that I want you guys to hear.
Just go ahead. Go ahead.
We ready? Mr. Johnson, we ready for another one of
All
Preacher
right.
Man's
Here we go then. Here we go.
And this news just in. There is a new threat to the entertainment industry worldwide. It goes by the name Brockdown fever and is said to have originated in the Central American country of Belize. People are bombarding stores buying out stocks of Vicks and Bengay. The shelves gone clean. The Brockdown fever has crossed the Belizean border and is now an epidemic going worldwide. And patient X has been identified as Preacher Man.
Now this is the Preacher Man. Straight out of Oman studio. True Belizean in the house. Belizean people, we know we party. Belizean people, we know to have some fun. Belizean girls, they know we party. Belizean girls, they know we rock it down. Rock it down. Belizean rock down. Rock it down. This I wanna rock down. Rock it down. Belizean rock down. Rock it down. This I wanna rock down. I did tell you, if you can't stand the heat, you better stay out of the kitchen, because this your one hot. Belizean celebration outside a carnival. You shoulda see the girl them, they wind up on the ground. The girl them they wind up and then they broke it down. Rock back a sister, rock me back. 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 Huh. Well, this one, no brand new dance. Belizean style broke down. Get ready. Jump up when your waist, put your hand for your hip and your rock it down. Rock me back. Jump up when your waist, put your hand for your hip and your rock it down. Rock me back. Jump up when your waist, put your hand for your hip and your rock it down. Rock me back. Jump up when your waist, put your hand for your hip and your rock it down. Rock me back. Rock down. Belizean rock down. Rock down. This a one down, rock down. Uh-huh. Now this is the Preacher Man. Straight out of Omalale studio. Let's go with the cue. Bajo Rosal, all the way to Punta Cana. Belize girl, they know fi rock back a sister. Orange rock, they know fi rock it down. Belmont Fan, they know fi rock back a sister. La Sensa, they know fi rock it down. Tangriga, they know fi rock back a sister. Funky River, they know fi rock it down. Rock back a sister, rock me back. 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 Jump up when you waist, put your hand by your hip and you rock it down. Rock me back. Jump up when you waist, put your hand by your hip and you rock it down. Rock me back. Jump up when you waist, put your hand by your hip and you rock it down. Rock me back. Jump up when you waist, put your hand by your hip and you rock it down. Rock me back. You shoulda see the girl them, they wind up on the ground. The girl them they wind up and then they broke it down. Rock back a sister, rock me back. 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 Jump up when you waist, put your hand by your hip and you rock it down. Rock me back. Jump up when you waist, put your hand by your hip and you rock it down. Rock me back. Jump up when you waist, put your hand by your hip and you rock it down. Rock me back. Jump up when you waist, put your hand by your hip and you rock it down. Rock me back. Rock back a sister, 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 rock me back.
Yeah, the music there entitled Brockdown Fever on Radio Belizemix. Go ahead, Queen Lorna.
Ooh, Brockdown fever. That is hot, Preacher Man.
Yeah.
Preacher Man, you have to do your thing, boy.
They put in.
Yeah, the put in. I see how the green over there. Talk to me, Preacher Man.
And
Brockdown fever.
Brockdown fever. That's the title for the second release, the second album that I released, and I wanted to up my game, you know. So I said I want something hot. So I went to work on that one, and I'm still stuck on this song right now. I really love the energy of this song, you know.
Ooh, yes.
Uh, this particular video, we shot this video one day before they shut down the world with
That's right.
Corona.
That's right.
Yeah, and that this video did. There's so much hits on this video. It's amazing, you know. So that's some exciting stuff for me to get all this airtime and all this exposure. You know, be totally honest with you, I probably don't have a clue what's really going on with the music and the video while I'm sitting here in my little studio, right? I don't know. I only time I really know that when the people react, right? Yeah,
Right.
You, right?
Are you
When
sing that song there?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Well, the world is watching right now because we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on Facebook, and Radio Belizemix have its fans. I Wake Up Like They have its fans. And that being said,
Right.
we want to say good morning here to quickly to some folks, if you don't mind right now. We have Philippa Lopez watching, Ruiz, Sharon Nicasio, the whole Juke crew watching. Even DJ No Side is in the house on Facebook. Yeah, DJ No Side is
Yes,
watching.
DJ No
Yeah,
Side.
Taj Nash is watching. Of course, your good friend Eva Gallego is watching, and a whole lot more folks. So you're big, preacher man. You're big.
Preacher man, you are loved. All right. And this is what I like what you said, the exposure. It doesn't matter how big a platform is or how small a platform is. Every little bit help with you guys' music. You just don't want to put out something out there and it stands still. All right. So we want to thank you for bringing out hits after hits. All right. And you were the one that wrote that whole music, and then the video was done by Mr. Ferren Smith, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. I think I was there that day also when the video was taking place. Yes. Hits after hit, Mr. Johnson. You're doing your thing, preacher man, and this is what we want people to know. All right. It's not always about just getting up there performing and you just hear that one or two songs that one time. So right now, today, we want you guys to know Preacher Man have quite a few collection that we're going to be highlighting most of them or some of them today. So first of all, let me just do some shout out. Then we're going to come back to more music from the man they call Preacher Man. And I want you guys, do you guys know his real name? Do you guys know his real name? What is his last name? Write it in the comments. What is his last name? All right. And I want to just do a couple shout out to the sponsors right now for Little Belize Restaurant. Of course, you guys are behind this platform sponsorship. Probis Tax and Accounting. Thank you guys. Thurton Transportation. I know the preacher man loves to ride in style. So that is an executive, yes, exclusive. Thurton Transportation. We got the transportation for you guys. Big up. All right. And of course, Radio Belizemix, Miss Bear, Mr. Johnson, Ty Johnson, all the beautiful logos you guys are seeing. It's coming from Ty Johnson. Appreciate you. And of course, you guys know the theme song. Ooh, I wake up like what?
This.
I wake up like this. Mr. Michael Wagner is the writer, and it was produced by Mr. Carl McGregor. You guys, I wake up like this. All right, you guys. So we thank you guys. Little Billy's Restaurant is open today. 310-674-0696. If you don't feel like cooking today, call Little Billy's Restaurant. All right, we're gonna get back into another one of Preacher Man's song because I want you guys to be at home cleaning and dancing. It's a Wake Up Like This, the January episode.
Mistoya, your monkey, then you know. That who killer, you would have never know. Mistoya, your monkey, then you know. That who killer, you would have never
hold on, Miss Lorna. I want to come back to that. Give me a second. I want to come back to that. I want to come back to Miss Toya. Yeah, give me at least a
Toya,
second.
now.
Yeah, give me a second.
Caribbean people. It's straight up Belizemix.com. Watch it. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. Watch it. Tell Queen Lerna.
What's on your mind?
Tell Will Johnson what's on your mind. It's RadioBelizemix.com. Hey, everybody come together.
I wake up like this.
You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. You wake up like that. I wake up like this. It's Saturday.
Miss Toya, your monkey dead, you know. That who killer, you woulda never know. Miss Toya, your monkey dead, you know. That who killer, you woulda never know. Monkey so bad, stand up in the Miss Sandra kitchen and eat up all the street food. Monkey so bad, Miss Sandra tell the son, get rid of that monkey. Monkey so bad, Tony pick up one piece of stick and pop her in her head. Call alarm bell for water, hear the crowd for the holler at the watchman the warrant. Monkey job on so sweet, monkey job on so sweet, monkey job on so sweet, monkey job on so sweet. Call alarm bell for water, hear the crowd for the holler at the watchman the warrant. Monkey job on so sweet, monkey job on so sweet, monkey job on so sweet, monkey job on so sweet. Monkey so bad, stand up in a Miss Sandra kitchen and eat up all the street food. Monkey so bad, Sandra tell his son, get rid of that monkey. Monkey so bad, Tony pick up one piece of stick and pop until he dead.
Miss Toya, your monkey dead, you know. The who killer, that one killer, you know. Miss Toya, your monkey dead, you know. The who killer, that one killer, you know.
Monkey so bad, run up in a Miss Sandra kitchen and eat up all the street food. Monkey so bad, Miss Sandra tell his son, get rid of that monkey. Monkey so bad, Tony pick up one piece of stick and pop her in her head. Tony so bad, Tony pick up one piece of stick and pop her till he dead. Tony so bad, Tony pick up one piece of stick and pop her in her head. Tony so bad, Tony pick up one piece of stick and pop her till he dead. Wap up on his foot and you wap up on his hand. Wap up in his back, wap up in his neck. Wap up on his head, another time when he's dead. Wap up on his foot and you wap up on his hand. Wap up in his back, wap up in his neck. Wap up on his head, another time when he's dead.
Whopper in
God.
a head, Miss Toya.
You know, this is good, Mr. Jensen, because most of the times we don't sit and listen to what they are saying in these songs. So Tony killed the Tony killer? That Tony killer?
Of the monkey.
Yes.
Monkey, yeah. Kill the monkey. Long broomstick.
The
Yes.
who killer. Wow.
No? Where I feel it has a lot of energy in it, and I didn't push it enough, but it's still there. It ain't
Right.
going. You know what I mean? I just haven't promoted it a whole lot, and people ask me all the time, why not?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that I just get so preoccupied with a whole lot. I got my hands full. I'm trying to do all of it. You know.
Well, you're doing a great job. I mean, the monkey dead. I mean, just tell us a little bit about the writer. You are the writer on most of these music, right? You're a solo writer.
This particular song goes like this. It's a combination of two Belizean cultural songs, right? Mistoya, Mistoya, right?
Mm-hmm.
Conquistobal, Run Up in a Sandra Kitchen. All that is like my little addition to it. And Gonna long fun fair.
Big water.
So would it drop in or leave it on anything, all right? Because
Perfect.
if I don't say it, when you hear it again, you know what I mean? It's dying slowly, and then the same way the people and they say, "Who this by the way call itself preacher man?" Why you even say? And that's the whole idea to grab your attention. I believe it's working because if people embrace me, they like me, and they're interested in what I'm doing, then I feel like I'm getting something done. You know what I mean? We're crossing some borderlines here, and we're trying to go into another level, trying to put the music on another platform, trying to
Right.
get to appeal to a larger audience too. So just trying to be a good representative.
All right. You guys are enjoying this so far. You guys know who if you didn't know Preacher Man, this is your time to understand where he's coming from when he writes some of these music, where some of these titles coming from, and we're loving it. They are all clean lyrics. They're all cultural stuff that most of us went through, even though some of them I just heard for the first time listening to Preacher Man's song and stuff like that. So if you guys want to hear some things, go on YouTube. He will let you guys know where the downloads are and all that stuff. We're going to come back to that. But we're going to go through to another music because we don't want to run out of time. And we want to get all the music that Mr. Jackson have in store.
All right.
We're going to keep going. We want to do another couple of shout outs and then we can throw some music.
Yeah, right now
in.
we have two more songs left. It's already 5 minutes from 12. We have the Belizean Situation, and then after that we're going to be hearing the Parandera, one of the most latest songs from Preacher Man. But here is Belizean Situation.
Tell me about it. My Belizean people wanna tell me about it. Talk to me.
It's called the Belizean Situation on Radio Belizemix. Go ahead, Queen Lorna.
First time I'm hearing that one, see? And there's some other songs that we haven't heard, you guys, from Preacher Man. So you guys have to get in tune with the music you have out there, listen to them, and you will laugh and you will dance and you will have a good time with them. We appreciate you, Preacher Man. We appreciate the work you're putting in. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take this time right now to really, if Mr. Johnson will help me, big up some folks online, because we changed it a little bit. We want to big up everyone online. We want to thank Little Belize Restaurant. Again, you guys were open today. Karaoke is on hold for right now. Keep up with the postings of when it's going to be back in action at Bombay Lounge, you guys. I know you are missing your karaoke, all right? So it's on hold right now, okay? And we have one more thing before we get into this music, so I want to get this in. If you guys are paying attention to Facebook, there is some handsome men out there in suits. We are doing this challenge with men in suits, and trust me, guys, get your picture in with the suit. We're going into phase 2 of this thing. We want to big up our men for a change. We want to give to the men some, for a change. We're going up to February 14. We're doing 2 parts. We have our first set of 12 men, and we're going into phase 2. You guys don't know what phase 2 is going to be for the men, but we are appreciated, and we thank you, gentlemen, for a change. So get your picture in. Stay tuned. Look at Miss Eva's page or look at my page, and it will let you know just to send a picture in. Preacher Man is a part of that, and you guys look at the 12 pictures of the handsome man up there. All right, support our gentlemen. All right, we're gonna get back into the last song of his new release, Preacher Man in the house.
Yeah, the music there called Panadero.
Mr. Johnson, me no know about this Panadero sound though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Panadero, it's sweet, it's Spanish one, this one and that one. Our letter one known. You have
no,
anything to say,
no.
Fisherman?
That's my kind of music. I like when they talk about the Creole bread and it's soft and nice. Yeah, it bake correct.
Soft and nice.
It bake correct.
It be Fisherman, you want to put 12. Where were you in this Panadero sound?
No, well, hey, Panadero, that the bread man, you could go any which way you want to go with it. But as far as this song is concerned, it's a memory of when I was young, where the band used to in the alley, run out there, and
You make Mr. Johnson put something in their mouth, even water you want.
Well, this is a fun time, all right?
Yeah.
Is it short time or what?
Yeah.
What is it for me? Yeah, you can get creative too and enjoy yourself.
That's right. Get creative and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Make sure. Can you tell them where they can get your music, Put Your Man, so we can get that in?
My music should be on most of those platforms. I have a CD Baby account, so if you go to CD Baby, for sure you're gonna be able to get it there. And CD is collaborating with quite a few other like YouTube and Spotify, and so I'll put up a post up there where they all posted, so you can go to it's online.
It's online. It's on all major platforms, you guys. I know we went a little bit over. Just give me a few more minutes, and then we're gonna be wrapping up at this point. But I want you to show them also that you do play the Jawbone Preacher Man. You have that in your collection, which is part of your stuff that you do. So just show them what the Jawbone is, so that they know what that is, and that is part of our musical instrument that came all the way from the late Mr. Peter's days, and you were doing your thing with the Jawbone. So can you lift it up, so we can see that a little bit?
Yeah. I'm learning to play this thing.
You're learning. All right.
I feel it is important that I do learn to play this thing, because it's a part of the roots of our music.
Exactly.
I have a lot of fun sitting down and tapping with it, and making the different sounds, because you rattle the teeth, and back here when you hit this thing like this, it makes a unique.
That's
sound.
interesting, right?
Some of my producers is telling me, bring that thing. I need to record those sounds. You know what I mean? And I think that's pretty nice.
Right. Perfect. Do you have something?
Find one of these.
Hmm?
I say it's hard to find one of these. That's a legitimate, a real, actual skeleton of a.
Yes. Yes. It's hard to find those, you guys. So we thank you, and I wish you well with learning to play that instrument, you guys. So right now, let me take the thank yous, and then we're gonna, if there's no other music, we're gonna come to a close. I want to not forget anyone, all you guys that help us online with the promotion, the sharing, and the commenting, and keeping us alive and going with this platform. We appreciate you. For you guys that say yes to come on this platform, we appreciate you. We are here to help promote and to get the word out there. So this is a great platform that you guys could come on. It's a Wake Up Like This radio talk show, and it's on Radio Belizemix. Radio Belizemix is a 24/7 internet radio, and you can catch Mr. Johnson almost every day. On the weekend also, when there's not on a Wake Up Like This show, he comes on Friday, the day before the end of the month show. So I would like you guys' support. I want to thank everyone, Mighty Iceberg, Mr. Tony Wright, and Mr. Patrick Farrow, Belide Morris, and all you guys that's behind us. A Piece of Paradise Band. Oh, Lord, you guys are great. We appreciate you guys, all right? We thank you. My daughter, Brianna, and Dr. Tez and everyone else that's behind me. I appreciate you guys. We only doing an hour and I still went over. We are changing 2022 to 1 hour and it's one-on-one so you guys can get to express yourself a little bit better. We appreciate you, Mr. Johnson. You have any closing words and then we can go to a close.
As usual, we want to thank our audience, our viewers, and around the world. But more than anything else, we always want to thank the person who is invited on the show, Mr. Preacherman. We thank you. I know him in person. Like I said, he's a humble guy. And it's good to be featuring you. And I'm glad that Miss Lerna is doing an excellent job, as always, trying to find the people sometimes that, is kind of like behind the scene and revive, so to speak, the career or the music. Wonderful job, Queen Lerna. Thank you, Preacherman.
Thank you, guys. And world, Preacher Man is here with us on Wake Up
Like this. Here we go.
Caribbean people. It's straight up in